Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Y'all, I know I'm late and I'm gonna catch up with the next one next episode, but I am here to review College Hill Season 1, Episode 5. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share it with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, Slim is up early and Ray J is out there, honey. He ain't even been asleep. So he's talking to Slim about how he needs to do better in school and get his grades up. After he received that D, he was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. So Slim is telling him that he sees what he can do and he knows his potential, so he just need to do it. So Ray is like, it's really been an adjustment for him because he's used to having people work for him. So going back, just going backwards is just a lot for him to adjust to. I mean, at least he spotted the problem, but like I've been telling y'all in these reviews, Ray J is spoiled. Hey, wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy's brother? Yes, that is Brandy's brother. And I think that because Brandy was such a star, that they probably babied Ray J, and that spilled over into his adulthood, and he thinks everybody's supposed to cater to him. Baby, we are not Destiny's Child. And we are not about to cater to you because this is your day. You need to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. And stop signing up for these shows. I think they choose Ray for these shows because they know that he's going to bring the comedic relief. But I'm so tired of hearing about him and Princess. When I tell you I'm so tired of hearing about this non-existent divorce, if I had one wish, it would be for y'all to shut up talking about this divorce, honey. I really want y'all to shut up talking about this divorce. Child, I don't want to hear no more. Moving forward. So it's the next day they get to school, right? It's week 3. They're going to meet with the advisors per usual. And Ray got the attention he wanted, so he showed up today. And so the advisors are asking about their experience. And Ray was like, I need some more time. The advisors were like, more time? Honey, this is the halfway mark. You can turn it around, but you actually have to work for it. So the advisors tell them that this week they will be continuing with African American Studies, which is my favorite class, and Introduction to Law. So she was like, I don't know if y'all know about Judge Walker, but she don't play. So y'all better make sure that y'all are on y'all P's and Q's. I'm just saying, honey, this ain't no Annalise Keaton. Y'all gonna have to actually listen and do some work. Moving forward. And I want to say this, TSU has one of the top law schools in the country. Thurgood Marshall School of Law is the best of the best. So if you have a lawyer coming out of Thurgood Marshall School of Law, you best to believe they had the best education. Now, I can say that about their law school. So they better be on their A game. So they get to the law class, right? And Ray was like, we need to dress a little bit better for this class. Here go Frida. Yeah, we look like the defendants and the class looks like the prosecutor. Y'all did look like the defendants, honey. Oh, honey. Them club clothes Indian Dream wearing ain't gonna work, honey. They are not gonna work. So it's time to get their Legally Blonde on. And one of the law students, she stands up and tells them that they have the pleasure of being taught by Judge Walker. Yes, for the black female judge of it all. Let's get into it. So when she enters, they have to rise. And when she speaks to them, they have to rise. And she will let them know when to be seated. Baby, she is really getting them ready for the courtroom, ain't she? I'm a little afraid of Judge Walker myself, okay? Because she comes in and they all rise. And baby, when I say she look like she don't play, it's like she look like she don't play, but it's like almost like if you just get to know her, she cool. She seems like one of those professors. So Frida goes, all this BS that we used to doing, that ain't gonna work here. It sure ain't. So she told them that they are to dress professional. They are in a professional setting, no cell phones, or they will be confiscated. And things are to be written by hand. So Ray J gonna say, y'all, this tickle me. Ray J gonna say, she gotta be related to Herschel Walker, the way she running them plays. This some gangster When I tell y'all I hollered at that, not this lady related to Herschel Walker. Ray J, shut up. That boy is a fool. So she's letting them know exactly what's happening in the class. And so Slim was saying in his confessional that the class is good for him because he can use the knowledge in real life in case he gets pulled over. He knows his rights. Or if his friends are going to go through a trial, he'll have the knowledge to give them. And I really do love how Slim is looking at the positivity and the positive things that he could take away from this class. I love it. You know what? We really did need Frida and Slim. They're the stabilizers of the show. I thought it was going to be more so Nene too getting in there, but she kind of fades in the background when she's not on a housewife show. So the judge asked about the Fourth Amendment, and Ray was getting ready to answer, right? So he just blurted it out, and she said, "Oh, no, sir. You do not just yell out, okay? You have to be called on. Order in the court." Honey, order in the court. So she calls Ray after he did that, and he stands up. But he's playing with this chair. I'm like, "Sir, just sit down, honey." He's standing up, hoodie and all. Just have a seat. Just have a seat. So after he got through hemming and hawing with that chair, she was like, "What does the Fourth Amendment protect us against?" And he didn't have the answer, well, the correct answer. So then she called on India. And baby, what she do that for? Honey, India almost passed the hell out. She was like, "Now what's she calling on me?" India, you got to be more than a pretty face, honey. If you're doing the work, you have to actually put what you're learning into action. Like, girl. So she moved on, honey, because India ain't got the answer either. But the Fourth Amendment protects us against people searching you, if I'm not mistaken. I hope that's right, because that's what I remember from our criminal justice class. Y'all look it up on the Googler and comment down below if I got it right or wrong, child. But I think that it protects you against being searched and seizure. Let's see if I'm right. Anywho, that's just a side note. So she asks, what do they have to do if they're arrested? And Dream said they have to read you your Miranda rights. And she was like, "Girl, you been reading?" Dream was like, "I've been there before. I've heard it quite a few times." So in the confessional, Dream was just saying that the class reminds her of when her dad was convicted when she was 3 years old. So Judge Walker was saying that they're going to be performing a mock trial. It's a criminal case about a police officer that shot and killed a young black man walking down the street, and it's going to be a part of their final. So she gives them the instruction and tells them that it's going to be a full trial. Somebody's going to have to play the crooked cop, the attorney defending the crooked cop, honey, all of that. So Ray goes, "Well, do we need to wear a tie?" She said, "Yes, you actually need to dress professionally, because what do people do that for? Why do you think they have the defendant dress professionally?" And he said, "So that they can create the appearance of being put together and being a good guy." And she said, "Yes, because the judge is going to judge you based on your appearance." And as I'm watching this class, Ray actually paid attention and he was engaged. I believe he needs a more stern and structured learning environment, because when he thinks he can get away with something, he will get away with it. He likes to push buttons. He has to be under the instruction of a teacher that don't play. He would have definitely not lasted in my class, because I did not play that. Do y'all hear me? Honey, I'm not here to play with you. Okay, we cool, we kiki, honey, let's do a TikTok. But at the same damn time, you're going to have to learn and turn those cell phones off. Moving forward. So none of them want to play the bogus cop. And so Lamar is like, "I don't want to be the cop that shot the man." Lamar, they probably going to have you as a bailiff. I think Lamar going to be a bailiff. Oh, honey, what y'all think? In the next scene, they're back at the house, and Dream and Frida, they're playing pool, and Ray J comes in. So she starts asking them if growing up without a mom or a dad affects your relationships. "Ray, your parents been together forever. I'm interested to hear his take." I really feel like it can affect you, but ultimately it just boils down to the person. Because some of them come from two-parent households and they still act up in relationships, even with prime examples. Ray would be an example. Now, I know no one's relationship is perfect, but I just don't know if it wholeheartedly affects the way that you relate to someone in your relationship. Because I grew up in a two-parent household and my parents have been together since they were in the 10th grade. I saw great examples. And although I wanted to mimic those examples by having, the husband, and I did everything in the correct order, I'm still a single mom. So, you just never can tell. So Frida talks about how his mom would always leave his stepdad, but then she would come back. And they had to go because they were the children. They had to follow her. They didn't have no choice. And you know what? Parents really don't understand that their toxic decisions affect their kids. That's why I would rather just be alone, me and my son, than for him to see toxicity and me leaving and me coming back, or his dad walking out and his dad coming back. I am so happy that he does not have to go through that. Oh, I'm so happy for that. He said, it was really rough because the stepdad would do for his brothers and sisters, but wouldn't do for him or love him the way that he felt like he needed to be loved. And he feels like he did that because he was gay. He said that his mom used to fight so hard for him, fight to protect him. Oh no, honey, his ass would be out. Out, I say, honey. You would be the hell out. Making my baby feel less than. Oh, it ain't no way I could continue on that relationship. No way. He said, but when his mom passed, his stepdad stepped up and now they're closer than ever. I mean, that's good that y'all were able to overcome. But in the moment, as you were growing up, that man would have been gone. I'm sorry. It's no way that he would have been able to exist treating my child like he's nothing. And I do have a fear about that though, y'all. I feel like if I got someone, a significant other, and I had a child with them, that they would treat my son differently because he's not theirs. And I know that that's not everyone. I'm just saying that's just a fear that I have. And I just feel like that's the reason why I haven't moved forward with trying to find someone, because I'll be damned if you treat my child bad. Honey, it'll be on in here. Do y'all hear me? So Dream starts to share how her dad was never there because he was always in jail. And now he comes around just for Dream Doll and always expects her to do the same for him that he does for her mom. But he's not realizing that her mom was there through everything. And girl, they always come around when you're successful. They don't want nothing to do with you growing up. But as soon as you start popping, here they come, hand out. No, you need to fix all the damage you did first and then come around. Be a parent. Child, are you crazy? Moving forward. I actually did feel so bad for Dream when she was talking about this. And I understand wanting a father's love because me and my dad were really not that close, But I really do understand that. And I feel like she needed to get that out. Because every time she gets with Frida, it's something about her spirit that just makes Dream open up. And she wants to talk. And I feel like she needed to get that out. I hope she gets some counseling. In the next scene, Dream is trying to friend zone Slim, but he won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Slim. Slim, she don't want it, bruh. She do not want it. But let me just tell you something. These Houston men, they always be doing the most. Sir, if you don't get out this woman's bed, honey, she don't want to be more than friends. Houston dudes always pushing the limits. So she was like, he will never get a chance with me. It's a no. You need to know that we're just friends, and that's that on that. Oh, Slim, she played you to the left, honey. Don't be doing my Slim like that. So in the next scene, Frida, Lamar, and Ray, they're going over the mock case, right? They're all sitting downstairs at the table. Frida is going to be the attorney. Ray J is going to be the co-counsel, and they're both defending the cop, who will be played by Dream. So Lamar and India are the prosecutors who are putting Dream, the cop, in jail. Slim and Nene are the witnesses. Y'all made Lamar an attorney? Oh, the judge did? Oh, honey, I don't know, Dream. You might walk. You might walk, honey. If they put Lamar as a prosecuting attorney and India don't want to do nothing except take selfies, girl, you might walk. But in all seriousness, though, as much as this is a mock trial, it's very sobering to know that this is also reality. Because, I worry about our black men all the time. It's just not safe. It is just not safe. Something as innocent as going for a jog can end your entire life. And it's not just the black men. It's the black women. It's the black children. It's the black people. Like, we're just not safe. Like, it's really sad. So Frida was like, you know what, if I had to choose, I would not want to be on the cop side. Honey, I don't think any of us would. Honey, I know I wouldn't. So Ray is really into the mock trial of it all. So Lamar said as a black man, this really hit home for him. So if he comes from a place of pain as the prosecutor and a place of passion, he may appeal to the jury. And that could work. I think it very well could work. So child, Ray J is playing cops and robbers, and honey, he doing something. He running all behind the PowerPoint presentation. Like, what is wrong with you, Ray? Ray needs constant attention and validation. Sit the hell down. Like, what is wrong with you? He want to play while Frida does all the work. Ray, something is really wrong with you. You were all in for all of 5 minutes, and now you ready to go to sleep. Okay. So Frida was like, Ray ain't about to play with my grade. So if he ain't gonna do the work, then he gotta go. So it's the next morning, and Ray J and Slim, they're talking about his play divorce from Princess, because all they doing is playing. And Slim is asking if they went to counseling, because if he leave her, he just gonna have the same problems when he get with somebody else if he don't fix it. So here go Ray talking about, I ain't gonna be with nobody else after this. Like, I'm done. Sir, please. Maybe not to marry them, but you gonna play. Players, they gonna play. Honey, it's giving 3LW. You gonna play. So Ray was like, I just don't really want a divorce. I love my wife. I love my family. Then act like you love your wife. Y'all relationship was built on toxicity from the start. I ain't never got over him pushing her in that pool. After that, honey, I knew they were doomed. I was like, nah, you're done. And then when she came in there and she threw that monostat in front of Tierra Marie, honey, I was like, Bonnie and Clyde is a whole fool. And then she went to jail, but he was really supposed to go to jail. Y'all just don't belong together. Sometimes people don't belong together. Like, I want the black family to succeed, but y'all continue to play. So either stay together and shut it up and work it out the right way. Ask your parents for some counsel. Like, you have the ability to do counseling. You see examples of love and you still playing in the street. So I just don't understand this. Moving forward. So, child, they showing these pictures of Ray J and Princess. Anyways, child, marriage is hard work, and I do think they want their family, but they both have to mature, because it's giving immaturity and tit for tat and playing all day. So Slim is asking what Ray wants. He don't know what he wants. He's like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out if I want to leave school, if I want to stay at school. Sir, you're almost done. Just sit down for like 2 or 3 weeks more. You're almost done. So Dream is talking to Frida in India about relationships and how she feels like there are no good men to be in a relationship with. She was like, I really want to have a child, but it ain't looking too hot, because just when I think I'm doing something, then he act a fool. And she's really thinking about being a single mom by choice, basically going to the sperm bank and impregnating herself. And as I've gotten older, I've actually considered that, because I want my son to have a sibling. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, because is that going to be selfish of me? Like, to deprive my child of a father? I don't know. I'm just considering it based on my age, and I have no potential prospects that I would want to procreate with. I don't want these men to touch me. Do y'all hear me? Honey, it's a cesspool out in these streets. So that's why I'm considering it, and I'm almost 40. So, time's a ticking. But Dream, you're still young. Don't rush it. It will happen for you in the right time. You just got to make sure you choose wisely, because that is the worst choice you can make, is to have a child with the wrong fool. Oh, honey. In the next scene, Nene is back from Atlanta. She went to go check on the Lanithia. And she said, she actually missed the people in the house. So she's talking about losing Greg. And she said, when he died, she wanted Greg, instead of all the flowers and the cards everybody was sending, she just wanted Greg back. And she was mad at the whole world for months, because when he died, everybody else kept moving. And she was like, why are y'all still living life? Greg is gone. And you know what? I do understand that. They say that grief hits you in unexpected ways. So I'm hoping that people were extending her grace during that time. Because, honey, y'all know the people say Nene was happy to move on with her new man. But I truly believe she loved Greg. I really do. I believe that she loved him. And she said something in the next part of this scene. She said that people see her functioning and they think that she doesn't, hurt, or she's not upset, but they don't see what's going on behind the scenes. And the last thing that you want to be when you're grieving is alone. And I was like, well, maybe that's why she with that scammer, honey, because I don't trust that man Nene with. Child, that's a whole nother video, okay? I do not trust that man, not no ways, upside down and through. Honey, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I can't pick him up, so I don't trust him. And I definitely don't trust that wife that's trying to sue. Honey, I feel like they in cahoots, but that's just me. Moving forward. In the next scene, the group is going horseback riding. Now, Dream. Okay, you in these shorts now, Slim gonna be drooling, talking about you want to be friends. Girl, you can't put that thing in his face like that. So Slim takes them to a ranch, and he said, he's always wanted to own one. I want to own a ranch too. I want me some acreage. Maybe it's just a Texas thing. Like, I seriously want a big, beautiful house and a ranch in the back. And child, I just do. So the black trail riders, they're telling them that the first cowboys were black, giving them a little bit of history. And, my people love them some trail rides. I could never get into the horses of it all. Like, I just couldn't do it, honey. And they stunk. And I was just like, oh, I can't be as cute as I want to be. No, thank you. But Nene said she didn't even know there were black cowboys. Oh, yes, ma'am. Baby, trail rides are big in Houston, and they get litty. When I tell y'all them trail rides be lit, I went to one. And I was like, never again, honey. They be out there all night long. But y'all got to watch them, though. Because them black cowboys down here, they give toxic. Okay? You really got to watch them, honey. They be sleeping with you, and they go to the other trail, and they be sleeping with the other. You really got to watch them, child. I got some stories about that. So they're starting to ride the horses. That's just a side note. And I'm looking at these LA people. Honey, they getting on these horses. They are not feeling these horses, especially Nene. But y'all know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the time that Nene was riding that white horse on the beach with Greg on the couples trip where he was trying to win her back. You remember? I don't know if y'all watch Housewives of Atlanta. Some of my subscribers do and some of them don't. But yeah, that's what this was reminding me of. But baby Nene was like, no ma'am to the horse, but I will ride in this wagon. So they start on the trail ride. And I have to say this. I was actually impressed with both Dream and India. I thought that they would be giving diva, but they were really all in. So then they sit down, they have a crawfish boil with some good music, some good food. Honey, sounded like they was playing a little Zydeco out there. It was a good old time. But of course, Ray is making a spectacle. Everybody's like, Ray is breaking down because he's going through so much. Sir, why are you going to church on this ranch? Just why? It gives me attention seeking. That's what it's giving me. Moving forward. So he walks off and they start to get concerned about him. So Nene was like, I think we should go back to the house because Ray ain't feeling good. Oh man, the fun always got to end because of one person. So they pack it up and head on back to the house. On the ride home, Ray is sharing with them how he's feeling about his relationship. Back at home later that night, Ray J finally tells them, listen, I need to go be with my family. Like, I'm not all here. My mind's not here. Things are happening in my heart and not connecting to my mind. I can't focus in school. Judge Walker, Texas Ranger, honey, she want me to do all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to go back to my family. So he gets ready to leave. And Frida is worried that Ray may not come back. So all of his suitcases are by the door. And Dream is like, what are you leaving here? He was like, I'm leaving 3 jackets. She was like, dude, you ain't coming back. So it doesn't look like he will be back. And scene. And that was the end of the episode. Why every episode got to end with Ray making a drastic statement? And to be honest, this great aunt and this divorce, child, get over it, honey. I feel like you're just using that, like I said, to get some attention. This is a mess. Just say you're spoiled and you want to go home for a minute. Just say that. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.